Hey y'all, welcome to the video. I forgot to record a intro for this one, but I really hope you enjoy it. We talked to this one really intellectual guy. He was doing a buck party, so I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Yeah, amen.
You got it. All right, that's good. Right, so
Perfect.
what happens?
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you think happens after you guys die?
Okay. I actually believe they get reincarnated.
Reincarnated. Okay.
Into like anything specific or just
I think you may have a choice as you get to that stage on what you want to go to. At least that's what I believe, or try and believe.
Okay.
do you think there's already people out there that are reincarnated?
I believe so. Yeah. I think that. I mean, there's plenty of stories of kids and stuff like that basically talk about stuff that no one understands at 3-4 years old. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I just feel like you have a choice on what you want to go or be after you die, and I guess that also makes me feel not worried about dying. Like,
Yeah. No, that's honest.
if you
What-
die, you die.
What about you? What do you think happens?
I'm not like that. I reckon it's just black.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I reckon you get like, I don't know, a hormonal rush when you die, and you just like intense like drug feeling, and then you're just black
Really?
after that.
Okay, so that's interesting. So, where do you get these beliefs from? Are you like Hinduism?
No, I'm not like religious at all. Like,
Okay.
I was brought up sort of figuring out, like, believing my own stuff. Like,
Yeah.
you figure it out as you go. But I've just seen so much evidence prior to basically say that, there's kids at 3-4 years old that are explaining things that happened in wars, like in the 1940s, in planes and stuff, and that was their friend, and they died, and all the history's been, researched,
Yeah,
and
that's
this
tough.
kid's like, that was actually a person next to him in the plane or in the war, and there's a research for it. So how the hell does he know that?
Yeah. No, that's.
I mean, the only explanation for me is like
Yeah.
reincarnation. So
Yeah. No, that's fair.
that's yeah. So I mean, that's a driving force, but I think the other thing is belief in what actually happens after you die. Like,
Okay.
if you believe that it's black, then you're probably scared of death, right? But for me, like, if it's my time to go, it's my time to go.
Okay. Yeah.
It doesn't make me scared of death.
That's fair.
It's something to-
So, with this reincarnation, would you believe there was like a god that made that reincarnation sort of process at all?
I believe there's probably someone there, but I don't believe technically in God.
Yeah.
I think every single religion is exactly they're talking about the exact same thing.
Just like different fonts.
Yeah.
Sort
It's
of.
just different fonts. It's someone's story differently.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. No, that's cool.
So I think they're all talking about the same God or the same person or the same thing. It's just a different take on that. And
Yeah.
as you have a take on life, or as he has a take on life, or a take on death, and I have a take on death, everyone sees it differently. So
Yeah.
they describe their religion differently. And you can fall into those categories, but I don't bother.
Yeah. No, that's.
So you would believe in the general idea that there is a God, like a creator of the world, like someone that created all things?
I mean, if you watch The Matrix, no. You could say that there is a creator, but I mean, there's so many paths that you can go down. Some people believe that this is a Matrix, right? It's a computer game.
Simulation.
And I mean, yeah, and the computer game is built, and the way they're building computer games at the moment, very well could be a computer
Yeah,
game.
could lead to
It just
that.
feels real, right? But that's what I'm trying to sort of put the broad perspective out there. Is so many people have all these different beliefs. What if they're all true at the same time? Why should I believe one specific one and stick with that one specific thing
Yeah. No, that's completely fair.
when I can believe everything and come up with a conclusion that says maybe it's this, and maybe it's not reincarnation, maybe it is black. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's completely fair.
Yeah.
We are Christians, so
Yeah.
So I would like to ask, so you said that they all lead to one thing. In the Christian belief, if I get more specific, it does, who we follow, Jesus Christ, he does say that he is the way, the truth, and the life. And he says the only way to get to the Father or to heaven is through him. So that means believing in him. What would your take be on Christianity as a religion, or what would you like stop you from believing in anything really?
I've been in a Christian church. I was baptized in an Anglican actually. And yeah, so but I've
Was
been
that by
through.
choice?
No, not really. But I don't have anything against it. I don't have anything against any religion. I think there's morals that people stick to that, you know, if you're killing people, it's bad, generally. So that's a moral. So if your religion is outright hurting people, it's not. I don't agree with that.
Yeah, it doesn't really
say.
stick to that. Yeah.
But I mean, you can preach Charlie Kirk or you know,
Yeah,
all day, every day,
Yeah,
right?
Charlie Kirk's all over the place.
Yeah, like he's all over the place with he's very Christian believed, and like there's a lot of things that Charlie Kirk says that I 100% agree with, like especially in the world we live in today. But there's also a lot of things Charlie Kirk almost feels like he's very poor comparison or a very rough comparison, but Hitler did a lot of preaching to a lot of different people and a lot of different things. And yeah, you got to be careful on how much you're believing of one singular person.
Yeah.
And how much is coming across, and that's the same with a religion, right? In my take, like
Yeah, no, it's completely
if you fully believe that Christianity is the way, right, and there's things that it's giving you or making you do that might not be good or believable,
Yeah.
maybe it's not the right way to go.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. Yeah, Charlie Kirk, definitely. Because I've seen a bit of Charlie Kirk stuff. It does seem to, it almost like for me, it seems to stem from his belief a little bit from what he says. What I would say to fully believing in one person, I would say for me, I wouldn't like fully indulge into Christianity if I didn't believe it was true. Because I mean, Christianity, what it says, it does seem to like hold you back from a lot of things. Like you can't have sex with anyone you want. You have to hold back till marriage. You can't really, you know, if I wanted to steal, I can't steal. Obviously, that's a bit of a weird thing to say. What I would say though is that I think it takes a lot of evidence to go into it, and that's sort of why we are Christians, because not because we're like blind faith. I mean, I would say I've been raised up as a Christian, but I wasn't fully into it till like 18 because I had to actually have a look into it.
Can I
You were
actually-
saying,
Yeah, sorry.
yeah, no,
Can I actually hone into something you said? You said, like you knew something was, like murder was bad. Where do you believe you get your like values of what's good and bad?
Yeah, I think it's like morals, right? Like you have your morals that you stick to. Like, you know, if I was to punch him in the face, that would be a bad thing.
Yeah.
Right? Like when you think about it, I mean, some people completely disbelieve that that's not a bad thing, right? And that's their morals. Every religion has its ways. I mean, the Christians have killed and murdered a lot of people in history, right? So has Muslims. So have, well, Hindu has as well, but not probably not grasped in the current society as doing as bad, right? But yeah, if you look back in history, Christians have they've done a lot of things like you know. So that's why I've got nothing against religion at all.
Yeah.
Like all for it. If you believe what you believe, but you're your own person, right? But don't force that belief on someone else. Right?
yeah, no, that's
Like,
completely fair.
if you're a Muslim, if you're a Hindu, if you're Hindu,
Yeah,
or if you're a Christian, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I've got absolutely no problem, and we all live together. But you don't turn around and kill whole societies
just
just
because
because
they're
they don't
not
believe, right?
Yeah,
Like-
I completely agree.
Like the Muslims
Yeah.
at the moment, like not all of them, obviously, but the radicalized ones are
Very
doing exactly that.
Yeah. Would you say, okay, so if you just strip down every religion and you just remove them, would you, and it's just like that person, would you say there's a general consensus of what is moral and what isn't moral?
I think that's up to the person. I don't think that's up to a religion, because a religion can portray that in any which way it wants. Now, the Christian religion is probably one of the richest monarchs in the world. How do they do that? Well, they have believers, and those believers contribute to the Christian society, right? So it's almost like some people might call it a cult, but I don't think that's the right way to put it. I think it's a societal ideology. Like you come together as a group, right, and you support each other. There's nothing wrong with that, but Christian society or the people at the top of the Christian society make a lot of money.
They do. I think for what I would say towards that is that as a Christian, I don't really look towards the people at the top. So what I've always believed with any religion, so it being Hindus, Muslims, anything like that, you can look at the history and they've done bad things, but I think where the fruits lay is actually in what they're being taught. So if you go to their book and then the book portrays these things, but then the Muslim, the person you see, is doing the complete opposite, then they're not representing, well, they are representing Christianity, but they're more representing themselves instead of Christianity. So what I would say to that is, yes, like you could go to the Crusades, they've done bad things, but I would say forget about the Crusades and actually look at what the Bible teaches and what Jesus teaches.
There's
So
lots of things that
I mean, so as Christians, we do believe, what we believe is that the consistent moral law is actually imprinted on our hearts by God, and that's why when you said, if you punch me in the face, obviously he wouldn't like that. People around would probably be a bit shocked.
not a good thing.
Yeah, no, yeah. We believe that sort of negative feeling that when we see someone do something bad, or if you do something bad and you get that guilt feeling, is actually a law that God's imprinted on everybody's heart, even if they haven't, like, they don't believe in Him. It's there, like, just you could call it conscience almost.
So I'll leave you with a question because I got to run.
Yeah, no.
Right.
Yeah.
If you 100% believe that, how many deaths has the Christian monarch or the Christian thing had on their hands? The Christian religion, I should say.
Yeah.
How many deaths have they had on their hands in the past if you fully believe in a Christian society? How many deaths has the Muslim religion had on its hands? How many fights, how many wars are over a religion? Right? So if you're good and you know that you want to follow that, be good. How many deaths has that?
That's fair. Yeah, no.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yes,
boys.
appreciate
thank
your
you.
time.
Sorry.
Good luck
Yeah.
in life too.
Yes.
Keep it up. Like, just push yourself. I'm a business guy. I own a company. I run a company. Like, go market yourself, push yourself, and don't be scared to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah, what's the company?
My company. Oh, you won't know it. It's just I run a company.
Yeah.
I run a sales company.
Cool, yeah.
Could I say one thing just before you leave?
Yeah.
And it's just restating my point before. It's that when you see, like, religions and stuff, and they do have lots of killings under their hands, that doesn't specifically portray what that religion is preaching.
That's true. 100%.
Yeah.
Human
100%
error.
agree.
Yeah.
It's human error.
Yeah.
It is. Everyone has error.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Anyway,
much.
Yes.
appreciate your
Thank
time.
you.
Have a
Yes.
good one.
See ya.
All the best with your Bucks night.
What that guy was saying was completely true. I mean, Christianity, Muslims, you got Hinduism, like, you've got murders on all sides. But where you actually have to look is not what the people portrayed, but what God portrayed and what Jesus portrayed, because He's the one that actually died on the cross with completely zero sin at all. He did no bad. He portrayed Christianity at its height. He portrayed God at what He wants you to portray. He is the perfect example, not us. Hey y'all, thank you for watching the video. I hope you got something out of it. Recently, my brother asked me a question, or didn't ask me a question, but he asked me to talk on it, and it's about vengeance and revenge and how do we deal with that. Ultimately, it is not up to us. God tells us multiple times, Jesus tells us that if we are slapped on the face, turn the other cheek. Now, you can take this literally, but you shouldn't. I don't think you should. My belief from that is that if someone has done something wrong to you, instead of repaying that with evil the same way they did to you, you should repay that with love and show them the love of God, and hopefully that can lead them to Christ. Now, the point that I'm trying to make is that if someone slaps you across the face in real life, you should definitely defend yourself. If you see it coming, defend yourself. This isn't a thing to just get walked all over, but honestly, just leave the vengeance to God, because that is up to Him, and we have no right to treat someone as they treated us, because they're made in the same image of God. And I know it might seem difficult, but that's just the fact. It's the same. I think in the last video I talked about it. God's love is unconditional. How we treat love is very different to how God has treated love towards us, and we need to learn how to treat people the same way God treats people, and that's with love. And so I really hope you enjoyed this video. I know this last bit was a little bit long, but I thank you for watching and sticking through. And if you want to check out the new, well, one of our clothes, this is the hoodie. Let me show you the other side. It is one of my favorites, one I wear quite a lot. And so if you see here, it says take up your cross, Yahweh, and take up your cross and follow Yahweh. It's got
A little cross in the middle. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so if you want to check it out, it's at streetneeds.org. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Me and Declan were having lots of fun tonight. We only talked to one person, but it was definitely a good time. And so I pray that you have a blessed night and a blessed day. So yeah, amen. See you guys later. Peace out.